Good morning, children. Today we are going to do history lesson 2 on the trail of the earliest people. We are going to see in this chapter how early men lived and what are the things left behind from which we can study about them. As children, you have already have knowledge, you know about it, that early men was called hunters and gatherers. Why they were called hunters gatherers? Because they hunted wild animals and they gathered food. They hunted wild animals, they caught fish and birds, then gathered fruits, roots, nuts, seeds, leaves, stalks, and eggs, etc. Okay, so there were variety of plants available in the forest. So that was the most important source of their food. Now this gathering food was not at all easy job, children. Now you know how it is easy for you to get food. You go home, you get cooked food at home, right? But things were not that easy. They did not grow. They have to move around to search in food. So searching food in the forest. It was very risky because in the forest other animals also lived. I knew that all the animals are stronger and faster than human beings. Right? To hunt animals, to catch fish and birds, people need to be very alert and very quick, as well as they had to use their presence of mind. Presence of mind means at the time of difficulty or emergency, how to act smartly. So, and they had to know the idea, they had to know about the good knowledge about the plants, because some plants are not edible means which can be eaten. Some plants are not worth eating, they are poisonous. Then you know very well that we don't get every fruits and vegetables throughout the year. We get them in a different season. So they need to know, have the knowledge that which fruit will be available at which season. So man moved for many reasons, but most important reasons were: the first, they moved because once the food where they were living for a long time is over, they ought to move in search of the new place to get their food. Secondly, they moved place to place. Why? Because they were moving behind the animals, because they wanted to hunt. And big animals moved in search of, wild animals moved in search of their prey. वो अपने शिकार के लिए घूमते थे. Right? Then the cattle, the deer, they moved in search of grassland. So as these animals moved, the early man also had to move behind them so that they can trace them, they catch them, or they hunt them. Okay. Thirdly, plants and trees bear fruit at different seasons, that you know. We don't get every fruits or vegetables every year. We get it throughout the year. We get it only at a particular season. So they had to move to different places according to the different seasons to get the fruit of that particular area. Fourthly, people, plants, animals need water. You know, water is our basic need. We cannot survive without that. So water always found in lakes, streams, rivers, right? Now all the rivers are not perennial. Perennial means the rivers which have water throughout the year. Means they are not permanent. During some part of the year they get dry. They get dried. Most of the rivers in our country during summer season they get dried up because of the heat. Do you understand? So if the place they are living in and that river is not perennial, they ought to move in search of water, because that is the most important basic need of any human being, or rather any life. So in this way they went on moving from one place to another for various reasons. Then one more reason, that beside all these reasons, there one more reason, that they had to move to meet their friends, relatives. Okay, children? So early man used tools made of stones, right? They used stone tools. In the beginning, this you can see the stone tools used by early men in the beginning, in the earliest stones. Then they have changed the shape of the stone according to their need in this 10,000 years ago. After some thousands of years ago, they made these tools. And these were made nearly 10,000 years ago. And these are natural pebbles which are very shapely. Now, what did they do with these stones? They used them to cut meat, then scrape bark from the trees and hides from the animals, or that hide means skin of animals, chop fruits, roots, right? Some of them, what they did, they stick them in a handle of wood or bone and made spears or arrows for hunting animals. So this made hunting wild animals easier. So people lived in natural rock shelters. I'll show you one rock shelter. This is Bhimbhetka in Madhya Pradesh. They lived in natural shelters. Why did they live in natural shelters? Because they provided them protection from the shelter from the heat, rain, cold. Right? They lived in natural shelters. Archaeologists found some places where they found stone tools. So it is very clear that people made stone tools over there. That means these sites are called factory sites. They are called factory sites. Okay. Then there are some places they found chips of stones or half-made stone tools, discarded shapeless stone tools. This shows that people lived there and made tools. So these areas are called habitation cum factory site. So what do you mean by site? Site means the place where remains of the things used by the early men are found. Things like tools, buildings, right? These were used by pots, these were used by the early men and they are left by them. So these could be found on the surface of the earth, buried under the earth, or in the under the water. Now, how did they make tools? How they made tools? So stone tools were made in two ways. First, stone on stone means they kept the core stone in hand, and core stone means the stone which was used to make tool. Then they held another stone in another hand to chip off the extra pieces. The other stone is used as hammer to chip off the extra stone and bring it to a required shape. Another is pressure flaking. Here the core stone, that means the stone from which the tool will be made, kept on a firm surface. Okay. Another stone which is used as hammer, again it is used as hammer to take out the extra pieces or extra areas and chip off or shape it according to the need for their, just give it a shape of a tool. In this way they made stone tools. Then early men used fire. How did we come to know? Because there is no written record. Why? Because archaeologists found traces of ash. The traces of ash proves that early men used fire. Now there is no written record. We don't know what they used, so we can assume they might have used it to light their caves, roast the meat, as well as to scare away animals. You know, wild animals are scared of fire. Now children, nearly 12,000 years ago, there was a major change in the climate. It changed from cold to warm. And just because of that, the ice melted and grasslands came into being. Grass started growing. So because of that, what happened? The grass-eating animals like antelopes, cattle, deer, goat, sheep, their number increased. So the people who hunted these animals, they started moving behind these animals. And while doing so, they felt that these animals can be easily reared. These animals can be reared for their own need. Right, children? So in this way they started thinking, rearing these animals. Then fishing also became very easier. It was also very important because it became warmer, so there were many rivers, ponds, lakes like this. They started. And during this time, children, because of the warm climate, many grain-bearing grasses started growing, like wheat, barley, rice, right? So people started using these grains as food. And with their experience and knowledge, they also realized that these can be grown. And they realized that they grow at a particular time and when they ripe. So this helped the man to grow their own crop. Children, early man was very good at drawing. They had no pastime, like you have so many types of pastime. They did not have any pastime. So they used to draw beautiful things in the caves of their walls. And that also provide lot of information about the life of early man, what they found, what was their life, what are animals were there. Do you understand? Then what type of color they used. All these things we can gather these informations from these places. Now children, in our society, people are doing, there is assigned job for different people. We know what women do, what men do, but we don't have any knowledge of earlier society, what they did, what type of work men did and what type of work women did. Did the women hunted? Did they also did painting? So we don't have any knowledge. We can only assume, we can only think of maybe women are also hunting and painting, right? They were also going to gather fruit. So we don't have any much idea about what they were doing. So their society, what type of lifestyle they had, we don't know. Then archaeologists, they found eggshells of ostriches, which were used for making many designs, then many types of beads and all. So that proves that at the time Paleolithic age period, ostriches lived. Ostriches were there. Paleolithic means, paleo means old and lithos means stone. So old stone age, ostriches were there in India. In our country, ostriches were there in the Paleolithic period. So children, now we have come to the end of the lesson. I hope the lesson is clear to you. Please go through the video very nicely and follow the instructions, as well as you underline the points you feel important. Even I have underlined certain lines. You should just underline them. Thank you, children.